Hi everyone, and welcome to today's new video. So in today's video I'm going to show you my list of, I'll go through my list of all the albums that I listened to last year that were all first time listens, and I listened to 27 new albums ranging from around 8 new releases, and the rest of them were stuff from different years. So the first album that I listened to was Powerwolf's cover album. I thought it was okay. There were some tracks that were better than others, but I think for me Powerwolf's covers aren't the best out there, but they aren't bad by any means, but I did enjoy it. Next I have Ruskajar with their EP, which I thought was pretty good. Shame the band's no longer together. Then I listened to Ozzy Osbourne's latest album, Patient 9, which I thought was a good, consistent album, although, as I've said previous, that the last song on the album, I just found that one a little bit pointless, but the rest of the songs I thought were consistently good. I thought the title track, Patient 9, was the standing track for that album. I have Saxon, Masters of Rock, a best of compilation of Saxon. I enjoyed listening to that one. Then I have Queen's Greatest Hits Volume 1. What can you say about Queen? Just perfection. Some classic Queen tracks on there like Bohemian Rhapsody, We Are the Champions, and so forth. Brilliant. Then I have Jeff Wayne's musical version of The War of the Worlds. This is a 2-disc album. I enjoyed disc 1 more than disc 2. I thought disc 2 was a little bit under par to the first disc, but overall I thought it was pretty good. Then we have Twilight Force's new album, At the Heart of Wintervale, which I thought was fantastic. And then Powerwolf's latest album, Interludem, which I thought was a tale of two halves, really. Some fantastic new stuff and some fantastic old stuff included. Angus Smith 6's new album, Angus Smith 6 and the Sword of Power. Angus Smith 6, kind of like a spin-off from Glory Hammer, because Thomas Winkler got kicked out of the band and he's created his own project. I thought the album was fun, but it just needs more listens for it to really get me. Next I have Baby Metal's new album, The Other One. Great album. Glory Hammer's latest album, Return to the Kingdom of Five. Very fun and exciting. Battleborn's latest album, debut album, Blood, Fire, Magic and Steel. A great album if you love fantasy. It's a great album for that. Then I got Victorious's EP. Now, I listened to Victorious's EP on YouTube, but I enjoyed some of it, but it was the sound that didn't quite get me. I felt like the drums were lost. You couldn't hear the drums at all, so I was planning on picking it up, but I thought I'd listen to it on YouTube. It might sound different on the actual physical release, but on the digital release from YouTube, I just couldn't hear the drums, and for me that kind of was a little bit of a letdown. Lord of the Lost album, Thornstar, I heard it on YouTube before purchasing the album. First time I listened to it, I thought it was a good album. Then I listened to it when I got the album, and for some reason I just didn't care too much about it, but I'm going to give it another go and see how I feel about it. Then I have Battleborn's EP. I thought Battleborn's EP was fantastic. A great debut. Very fun. Then I have Baby Metal's third album, Metal Galaxy, which I managed to get for pretty cheap. I think it was about £3 brand new. So gave that a listen, and I enjoyed most of the tracks off it. Some of them I'd never heard before, and again, they need more listens to kind of become better for me. Then we move on to the Tungsten. So I listened to all 3 Tungsten albums last year, which was Bliss, their latest album, We Will Rise, their first album, and Tundra, their second album. I can't make up my mind on which one I love most. I love all 3 as much the same. They are all fantastic. They are all brilliant albums. Then I had AC/DC, Back in Black, a great album from them. So next up I have Apocalypse Orchestra, the doom metal band from Sweden, with their debut album, The End Is Nigh. I really enjoyed the album. The first track on the album was brilliant and probably, for me, very replayable. I thoroughly enjoyed the whole album. I do know that they're releasing a second album, though they're currently making their second album, rather, but there's no date for when it's going to be released. Hopefully this year, hopefully, because their last album came out in 2017, so it'd be nice to get a new album from them. Next I have Skeletoon with the 1.21 Gigawatts Club. If you love Back to the Future and you love power metal, then this is a great album for you. I thoroughly enjoyed Skeletoon's Back to the Future inspired album. Within Temptation, with their new studio album Bleed Out, it's a good album, but to me it's not like super amazing. I don't even find it bad, I just find it good, in the middle for me. Next I have Guns N' Roses, Appetite for Destruction. First time listening to the whole album. I enjoyed it. There were some songs that I thought were okay, some songs that I thought were good, and some songs I thought were fantastic. But I think some of the songs I've never heard before, they do need, for me, more listens. Next I listened to 2 albums from Enya. Yes, Enya. So I listened to Lord of the Rings soundtrack, The Fellowship of the Ring, and Enya is featured on that soundtrack. And after listening to that, I just wanted to listen to some more Enya. So I listened to 2 of her albums, The Memory of Trees and A Day Without Rain, and just takes you away, keeps you calm, and 2 great albums from her. I have the Kaiser Chiefs, Employment, a really fun album that I thoroughly enjoyed. And lastly, we have Electric Callboy with their album Techno, which is crazy, over the top, mad, but a whole lot of fun, and I enjoyed that. So yeah, that is all of the albums that I listened to last year, 28. So yeah, I really hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, give the video some big thumbs up, leave your comments down below. Don't forget to subscribe if you'd like to see more from me. And as always, until next time, take care, stay safe, and thanks for watching.